Hi everyone, welcome. Today, this video is pure focus on how we have all been in vulnerable moments in our lives by our thoughts, our emotions, and our actions. So this can stem from being a parent, a mother, or uh, a mother's grandmothers, sisters, whatever it is to you all. Spirit has guided me that this is something that's very important to the world in relationships of all kinds, moving forward in love. And I come with this offer in this sacred space right here at my home. I had to take a step back and allow my life to be guided and let my soul lead me, because as solely being a human being, I was vulnerable. I had vulnerable moments, and we all have, right? Well, my vulnerable moments was blaming others for things that I did not get, or what I possibly got that I did not want in my life. And it made me a horrible person. It made me feel like everybody hated me in my life. I pulled some cards to help me through this, because getting vulnerable on the web, it's going to help all of us anyways. So the strength that it's given me now, I'm looking back to how vulnerable I was and what I possibly created in my own life. And I want to say it's something I shouldn't have, because I did it for this moment right now. And it can get emotional to get vulnerable. Thinking back at all the people that I hurt, I'm gonna make it. Whether it was friendships in the past, that I blame them, for things that happened to me. And I did. I blamed people for me going to jail, that I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. No, I was in the right place at the right time. And looking back, and I've hurt my kids because of this. Just bear with me. This is why I made the video yesterday about being mindful of your thoughts, because it's important to know what you think you create, and out of emotion, like I'm doing right now. Forgive me for crying. It's hard. But this can help you. Like, it's helped me release guilt and shame and blame. If you want something, right, you get that thought, I want this. It's right here. It's right now. It's in your vortex. There's no pulling it back, all right? Whether it's positive or negative. And I've had a lot of negativity in my past. I blame people for me being on drugs, losing my children. And we all know that is free will, you know. I couldn't think. I couldn't think straight. I had this chemical imbalance. I was told I was on disability. I was on Social Security for years until the big awakening and awareness. I hurt a lot of people. And if you're watching, those people know who we are. And I am sorry. I've held guilt and shame and blame for this. There's thoughts I've had that I'm sure I manifested something into your life, because that's what we can do to each other here in the physical. Spirit said to take it slow with the vulnerability, pouring out my emotions. This is my way of offering my love back to the consciousness of the collective that are not aware of what they think of that emotion that we feel about another person, place, thing, or idea. That we are creators, co-creators, and we manifest things whether we want it or not. God's in charge, and that's my higher power. I don't know what yours is, but he's leading me to this freedom through vulnerability and healing. And connected me more to Mother Earth than I ever have been. And the love that's missing from all of us. Forgive me, my phone. I'm running off my Boost Wi-Fi. So, if you don't know, I live in a camper. And God, my higher power, God, is in control of my life now. I didn't want that old life. I asked for a new one, a new start, fresh start forward to where I can heal from all my past transgressions towards others and receive my forgiveness that I ask God for. So love it's a strong word, isn't it? We love our mom, we love our dad. And then it becomes a conditioned love when they don't give you what you want. And then you have these thoughts that hurt you consciously or unconsciously. And as far as your kids, I ask myself every day, how could I do that? How could I hurt my kids by choosing drugs, addictions? I'm still, to this very moment, trying to figure out why I still smoke cigarettes and sit here and talk to you all in this vulnerable state. I'm no different than you, or the next guy, or the next girl. Um, but, however, through this being vulnerable and being able to look at these transgressions that I've made on others and myself, and how I beat my own soul, and why I allowed my ego over spirit. All women, feminine, you're all goddesses of love, of unconditional love. And I had to retrain my brain over these last few years, since I will say this is the big awakening for me, the clearing out, to be able to speak clearly. It's like totally stripping down and getting naked and telling the world of all your pain and suffering I blamed on others. I own that. I did all that with my free will. Spirit does not cause this. If you're receiving, it's because you're working with spirit and your guides and your angels, and you're listening. You're hearing the call. You're raising up. It's like raising up from the dead. It took me a long time to find the strength in my heart. And I became a man hater, let's just say, through all the heartache and the pain that I blamed on all my relationships, whether I had a child with him or not. Every thought that I had towards that man in my life created this emotion of fear and anxiety, which that man felt in return, or woman. This isn't no gender base, because the soul has no gender. I'm speaking for my own, so you understand. The thoughts that we think of our partners, our mothers, our fathers, our brothers, our sisters, whatever. I don't care if it's the Social Security building or anything. We're all connected through the energy. So what I think goes directly to where I'm sending that thought and that emotion. And then we get the action, right? And I spoke of the actions I made in the past. I've hurt people. I've beat people up. I've never killed anyone, thank God. And that's where I get to be forgiven. It would be a lot harder. I'm not saying I didn't have the... Okay, we had an interruption. I don't know if the video's still going. Okay, we're back on. Forgive me for that. It cuts out because I'm using my phone internet. So anyways, I'm put here in nature to find myself. And I found myself. I feel the freedom in my mind and in my heart and all around my energy. I can hear my guides, and they want me to take it slow. So we're going to do a couple videos like this. If anybody's on, please feel free to say hi so I know you are, and leave a comment or question. So this is my way to offer back through my own experience of what I possibly created. There's no possibility. I did. I created horrible, horrible things for people. And now I'm aware of that. And now I take a step back and I respect other people's journeys. I don't push it. Like when I first had my awakening experience, I didn't know what to do with it. It all came so fast and I scared people. And I also ask for your forgiveness for that if I did. But vulnerability in my life now, it's helping me to heal. The vulnerability I was in the past before I gave my life over to the Creator and said, I need you. I can't do it here. And I'm not allowing my ego to get in my way anymore. That vulnerability I took out on other people and hurt them. And that is the main rule of the universe. Do no harm to another human being, animal, creature, whatever. I've even been vulnerable and hurt an animal in the past. And I hurt my son for giving away his animal. I'm getting to details of my transgressions to others. But that has really been a lot of guilt and shame and blame on my heart. And it's been hard for me to really take off the mask and look at myself, because that's all it is. It's a freaking mask. It's a mask over our face that we hide all this vulnerability. You can see the star card. The bearer of water, Aquarius. Wish fulfillment, wish granted. Be vulnerable. It helps. It helps release it. And it also releases all the ones that you directed these thoughts and emotions to. Like I am to my phone right now. I'm going to choke it. But I love my phone. I love my phone. It helps me connect with you, the World Wide Web, my family, my friends. Internet. It's a wonderful thing to have. So I'm going to go from the first card I pulled. Okay. This is the Goddess of Love. Okay. She's powerful. She's connected to Mother Earth. Right? Can you see it? She has a pure heart. And that's how she gains her power. With clearing away the old to make way for the new to come in. The strength. The magic. With the cat, this tells me the magic of the universe. And her legs are spread wide open because she's receiving love, strength, passion. She's passionate about something now. And we have the Lover's card. Okay. If you can see the angel, the sun above the angel on a cloud, and the mountain in the middle of the masculine and feminine. And this is the Garden of Eden. by the way. Well, the fire is burning on the masculine side behind him, and there's a snake with the apple tree behind the feminine. The snake to me is the wisdom. The wisdom that arises within us as one soul, as both gender. Listening to the angel. If you can see in the card, the woman is looking up to the angel, and the masculine energy is looking towards the feminine. You can depict this any way you wish. However, I see this as being the mountain in the way of us. Okay. We only see us as we look on the outside, when it's all actually both in one being, masculine and feminine energy. That has been the mountain in our way. I don't know if some are already aware of this, and those of you that are not. We must focus on the two as one. Okay. And this brings us back to the Garden of Eden, where love was offered in the first place, brought by a messenger, the angels. That horse is ready to just step in that water or over that water. We all have the choice. And this is the chariot. This is also the masculine and feminine, the feminine being the white, and the masculine being the black. Gotta have the negative and the positive forces there. And the chariot, to me, is depicted as God, universe, in control of our healing, of our angels, and our angels are within us. I'm finding out that's really what all that is means. This, back to the Lover's card, the angels are with us, within us, of the sacred union in oneness with the divine. You can see this as your angel, you can see this as God, Jesus, whatever it is to you. This was the reason for this video, is that everybody needs to know that consciously or unconsciously, what we think of another human being or animal or whatever it is you think of, we create in that moment. And it doesn't turn out so nice in your heart space when you actually realize all the damage you have created in your own life, in your own reality. And we blame others for it, and it's not fair. And then that leaves them with guilt and shame and whatever it is you're feeling from it, if you're listening to this. Yeah, spirit. So yeah, with this being vulnerable and realizing and admitting to your own self, go within your own self and admit that everything that was done to you or you done to another, you had some kind of creation of it. I'm a better person today, I can say, than I ever was in my life. I've learned when I make a commitment, you own it. You own that commitment. And if I decide not to own it, that's mine. I own it still. Either way it turns out, right? So, like for instance, a lot of sleepless nights, anxiety, stress, blaming others for where I was. It's effort versus results on your own part. No one else is here for our happiness. We are to create our own happiness through loving ourselves and accepting and being vulnerable and wearing heart on the sleeve with discernment. That way we're clear here what to discern and whatever that is. So if you're blaming somebody for your addictions or how you feel about their addiction, it's on you. Okay. It's something to look inside about. I am grateful and thankful to God right now in this moment, even for all the stuff I didn't get that I wanted, and for most definitely the things that I got and I still receive today. Just the last 2 days, I was blessed dearly. I was having issues with getting my son enrolled in school. And all of a sudden, they called me and said, well, see, he was enrolled in one school. And I didn't understand how that was because I didn't do it. Well, actually, I did, see? And I started blaming others that could have had a possible connection to enrolling him in the school in Bay City at Central. Well, it turned out the one that called me and said that he's going to be cleared from Central was the one from Handy last year that we did the IEP. I did that, and I did not remember. So that is how simple we can be quick, snap your fingers to blame others because you forget. And it's not just about forgetting. It's consciously know, but you still choose to blame someone else. And I did that. But it all turned out anyways for the most part. He's going to be in an online school now, and I'm grateful. He's living with his dad, and I have to own up to that too. I wasn't the greatest mom. You know, I'm not going to take all the blame, but I did create a lot of things that's missing from my son's life because of the actions that I took, because of how I felt about his father. That hurt him more than it hurt me. Well, I don't want to say more because knowing that it hurt him hurt me even more than I know that I created that separation. So please, people, beautiful souls, I say this from the bottom of my heart. Think before you even act out. Clearly decide before you spread this anger that is self-created. Hi, Dolores Hayes. Thank you. Your words are very wise and full of kindness. God bless you and your family who are heard. Namaste, Dolores. Thank you. Thank you for being here. This is for everyone to know, and it's got to start somewhere, right? I mean, you don't see everybody getting vulnerable, but I am thankful and grateful to have the World Wide Web. And Lord knows I did not see this coming. I could be psychic, medium, all I want. It was leading up to this point. In my wise words, Dolores, are from the Creator and the many lifetimes of this being able to be vulnerable and tell my story with the hopes that everybody else can get vulnerable and see what they create in their day-to-day life. Now I choose to live in the present moment and just send so many positive vibrations and thoughts of love and light of the universe to all of you. This is so heartfelt, and you know when you're speaking from your heart and from your ego. And nobody gets vulnerable through ego, only angrier. And this is the magic of the universe. I invite you all to do it. And love is the unconditional love is the answer to everything. You are the one that puts conditions on the love you receive and the love you give to someone or something. So with that being said, we're in 33 minutes. Lucky number of mine. Go figure, huh? Thank you, Spirit Team, for guiding me through this. God giving me the strength and the courage to put it out here. And all the videos that I've made, this is the one, the awakening, the big one. So thank you all for watching. I honor you to step in to your vulnerability and uncreate everything that you painted the picture for here, all right, through your emotions and actions. Okay, so thanks. God bless and love and light. Man, I feel like I could still talk to everybody. It's just a wonderful thing. So enjoy experiencing your vulnerability and don't be afraid of it. Man, I was like totally afraid. Like before I could even push the start button to play this video, I was okay. No, I gotta wait. I gotta wait. No, and I just feel all this release, and I get to send everything back to the universe and be forgiven by my God, Father, and Heavenly Mother, and Holy Spirit. And I will follow the Holy Spirit from here out, and I hope you choose to do the same. And God bless. Love, night.